8 times actors bet on themselves, and it paid off. Sylvester Stallone was broke, but turned down $350,000. Brad Pitt said no to leading roles. Kristen Stewart ditched Hollywood for indies. Here are more stories with happy endings. 1. Matthew McConaughey risked his career to stop being the rom-com guy. He got stuck with this image in the 2000s. One day, he received a $14.5 million offer. He was to play in yet another romantic comedy. McConaughey turned the role down. He went 20 months without acting. It totally paid off. As the actor recalled,
"I became a new good idea."
McConaughey went on to score serious roles. He portrayed a man with AIDS in Dallas Buyers Club. It earned him the Academy Award. 2. Kristen Stewart shunned Hollywood. After the Twilight Saga, she no longer wanted to star in blockbusters. She turned down Zack Snyder's Man of Steel. Instead, Stewart turned her attention overseas. She started acting in independent and foreign films, such as American Ultra and Personal Shopper. In 2015, she won the César Award for Clouds of Sils Maria. It's basically the French equivalent of an Oscar. Stewart became the first American actress to get it. 3. Sylvester Stallone was broke and still rejected $360,000. He was offered this sum for the Rocky screenplay. Stallone was barely making ends meet. He even sold his dog Butkus to buy food. And yet, he rejected the generous offer, all because the studio didn't want him to play the lead. But they were so eager to make Rocky, they eventually agreed. 4. Francis Ford Coppola didn't allow the studio to fire Al Pacino. His choice to cast Pacino in The Godfather was a gamble. Pacino was a little-known stage actor. The studio was looking for a big name. They were so unimpressed that they tried to fire Pacino 3 times. Yet Coppola insisted that he stay. As we all know, it paid off immensely. 5. Robert Downey Jr. played Iron Man against all odds. He was initially rejected by Marvel executives. They said it was due to his unpredictable drug history. Yet director Jon Favreau thought Downey was the only right choice. He convinced the studio. Downey was paid $500,000 for his first MCU movie. He went on to rate in roughly $400 million. 6. Arnold Schwarzenegger refused to be the hero. He was initially cast as Kyle Reese in The Terminator. O.J. Simpson was set to play the villain, a cyborg. The tables turned because of Schwarzenegger's obsession.
"I got fixated on the Terminator."
He ended up playing the part. It had 27 lines of dialogue. Schwarzenegger made every word iconic. 7. Brad Pitt stopped playing leading roles. He made up his mind. After starring in 2004's Troy, Pitt played Achilles and was disappointed with the result. He put his blockbuster career on hold. The actor began taking on supporting roles. It allowed him to work with the Coen brothers and Quentin Tarantino. Pitt received immense critical acclaim. He won an Oscar for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. 8. Johnny Knoxville ditched SNL for Jackass. The deal came when he was about to film the pilot. Knoxville was offered 5 minutes of airtime on Saturday Night Live. He was honored, but refused. He wanted to have total creative control. Knoxville went all out on Jackass. He launched himself out of a cannon in his first stunt. The show became an immediate hit.